Hello and welcome to my channel. So in this video we will see how to make a ready sari, right? So as per the poll which I had put up on Instagram, this is the sari that you all had selected to be converted into a ready sari, which I am going to wear for this coming festivities on 14th post Shankranti is what we call in my this thing, okay? And it is a lot of festivals are there. Actually people are celebrating the Bihu, Pongal, Lohri, right? So maybe it's enough. It's a very quick one which you can do, and the best part is by making ready sari you can drape it within 2 minutes, right? So it is that simple. You don't have the stress of making the pleats or the pallu and everything. So everything becomes very simple. So this is the sari, and obviously the sari that I am showing is with a built-in petticoat. So which means I need a fabric for petticoat. So this is the fabric, satin fabric that I am using. Okay, it's not exactly matching, but it is pretty close. On camera it is looking a little bit different maybe, but in person it is very close, okay, the closest that is possible. So let's quickly see how to do this. So for that, first thing that we need to do is, when you are making a ready sari for a customer or for yourself, it's you have to take only 3 measurements. 3 measurements are required. One is the waist, not the thinnest part of the body, but waist in the sense where she is actually going to wear the sari. Some people wear it at the navel, some people wear it above the navel, some wear it below the navel, okay? So that is one measurement that you will need to take, and that measurement has to be taken like really tight. It has to be taken very tight, because you can understand sari is heavy. If it is loose, because we will be using hooks and buckles and all those kind of system, if it is a little bit loose, it will just come down, okay? Person will feel very uncomfortable because it is loose. So this measurement has to be taken very quite tight, okay, like pretty tight, and check what is the comfort level. Check with the customer. And the next measurement that we need is the hip size, okay? And hip size is also very important, because you will see we will be giving darts, adding darts to the petticoat and a little bit of darts to the sari also. So I'll show you all those things. So that is one measurement that you will be taking. To the hip, we will be adding an ease of around 3.5 to 4 inches. Remember that. We will not add any ease to the waist measurement, but we will be adding ease to the hip measurement, okay? Next thing that we need is the length. So from where, suppose the customer is going to wear the sari here, so tie a belt here or something, okay, so that you know where she's going to wear it. Take the measurement. From there you take the length till the floor. If she says no, I'm going to wear heels, then you take that much measurement. See, she says I'll wear 4 inches heel or something, so the measurement has to be then according to that. Take the measurement on the length of the sari, okay? So that is one measurement. So these are the 3 very important measurements that you need to take. Another measurement that I can think of is taking the length of the pallu. How long she wants the pallu to be, that is very important, because some people like it long, some people okay with mid-level till the hip and all that. But if someone is really very particular that no, I want it really long, then you take the measurement for that also, like how long of a pallu does she want, okay? Now I will not be making this sari for this dummy. Her measurement and my measurement, you can see, is very different, right? She is much taller, she is much thinner. My measurement is a bit different, so I will be taking my measurement, okay, normal, the way that I told you. I'll share the measurement with you, and then we'll start the process of making this, okay? So let's quickly do this. Okay, so I said that we will take the waist measurement, we will take the hip measurement. I have already taken my measurements. Now whatever is the measurement, okay, as I said, to waist we will not add any ease. To hip we will add an ease of around 4 inches, okay? That is more than enough. That is these are 2 things. Third thing is that whatever is the measurement, so suppose for me my waist is pretty big, it is coming up to 38 inches, so I will not add any ease to that. But my hip is not that much, it is 41 inches, so I'll add 4 inches to that, so it becomes 41 plus 4, that is 45 inches, okay? Now whatever this measurement is, to that we will add 1/4 of the waist, okay? Why 1/4? Understand that. The reason being, see, the sari, ready sari is a hook and buckle kind of a situation, right? So if the hook and buckle starts here, and if we do this, okay, here if the pleats are there, this kind of a situation will happen. I'll show it to you here. Yeah, this kind of a situation is going to happen where there will be a gap. Even if it is like that, while walking and all, that gap will be there. We don't want that. That is why we will take 1/4 more, 1/4 of the waist, so that this petticoat and the sari will start from here, okay, and then we will take it around. We will make it. I'll tell you how to do that. I'm just telling you why. And then the pleats will start here. Obviously it is in the center of the front part, so this is where the pleats will start. So here it is starting here, so that is 1/4 more. Understood? Let's look at the petticoat measurement first. So I have already cut this petticoat, and the way I have cut it as per the length. So the length that I want is a total of 38 inch. Okay, so petticoat is generally few inches, 1 inch shorter than the main sari. So what I have kept is the length is 37. Now the fabric width was 44 inch. So what I have done, I have folded this here. Okay, I didn't cut it off. When it is folded extra and kept down, it remains, it doesn't fly around. It remains nicely. The weight is down at the bottom. And then I have stitched the both the edges also. Okay, so this is the processing that I have done. Now when it comes to measurement, okay, so what is the measurement that I have taken? The measurement is the length. After it's ready, it is 37 inch, okay, for me. So whatever is your length, suppose it is 38 inch, 40 inch, 37, 36, whatever, you will take, after stitching it has to come to that, okay. So you can either cut the fabric, or if it is extra, you can fold it here on the bottom side. This is going to be the bottom side. 1/2 inch seam allowance is what we will be keeping on the waist, right? So that means what is the length? 37 is the length, but I have taken this total length as 37.5, because 1/2 inch seam allowance I will need here near the waist, okay. That is the length. Now width, what is the width of this petticoat? Width of the petticoat is hip. Now my hip is 41. I added an ease of 4 inches, so that is 41 plus 4 is 45 inch, right? 45 inch plus 1/4 of waist is what I had to add, because as I had showed in the image, it shouldn't be cut to cut where the pleats are, okay. It has to go a little bit inside. It goes a little bit inside. We start wearing the sari a little bit inside. So that is 1/4 of the waist is what is added to this. Now my waist is around 38. So 1/4 of waist is 9.5, right? So 45 inches plus 9.5 inch is what I have taken as the complete width. So whatever how much ever the width is, the width of the petticoat that you will be taking is the hip size plus ease of 4 inch plus 1/4 of waist, okay. That is what we will be taking. So that is the amount of that should be the amount of width. Now it is up to your measurement. If your measurement is different, obviously it would be different. So see, it is exactly 54.5 inches, okay, exactly that. So now if whatever is your measurement, just remember this, that hip size, add 4 inches to that, plus the 1/4 of the waist. Now so much of fabric is there in the waist, right? So what do we do? First thing that we will be doing is this entire width we will be making divisions of 9.5 inches, okay. We will mark at 9.5 inches throughout the width of this petticoat. Why we will do that? Because we have to figure out the place where the dart will be. We will be adding around 4 darts on the back side of the petticoat, because that is where the hip is. We have to make space for comfortable so that the hip fits there comfortably, okay. So that is the reason why we will be adding darts, 4 darts around on the back side. Now you might be wondering why 9.5 inch. 9.5 inch is for me because that is 1/4 of my waist. whatever is your waist, you divide that by 4, and that is the number that you will be using to make these markings that I am doing here right now. Okay, so I am marking for my case 9.5 inches, 1/4 of my waist. If your 1/4 is say 5 inches, 6 inches, whatever, so you will be making markings at that gap. Okay, 4 markings is all that is required. So I have put 4 marks. Okay, 4 marks is all you need at 1/4 of waist. So so from here I have put 1 mark here, and then I have put 1 mark here, 1 mark here, 1 mark here. So this distance, how much is this? This is 1/4 of waist. So for my in my case, my 1/4 of waist is 9.5 inch. So I have put at every 9.5 inch I have put a mark. Okay, the reason why we do this is, see, this much is going to go in front, right? Now this much is going to be behind. Now here we will be adding darts, and the reason why we add darts is because, see, the waist is and the hip, this is a straight fabric, right? Now waist is not so big. Listen to the calculation properly. What is the waist? My waist that I need is 39 inch. Correct? But what is the width of the fabric that we have taken? Forget the extra part. Okay, forget that extra part. What is the hip size that we have taken? We have taken hip size of 41 plus 4, that is 45 inch, right? So 39 is if that much of fabric is there in the waist, 45 inch we don't need at the waist, so we will accommodate that or compensate that with the form of darts. So we will add 4 darts on the back. Now what is the difference between 39 and 45? 6 inches, correct? Now 6 divided by 4, that means each dart has to be around 1.5 inch. Okay, each dart has to be around 1.5 inch, right? So what will I do? I have this place, I will equally divide this. So this is 9.5, so around say 3 and 1 mark. Okay, and again 3 and 1 mark. So these are the 2 places where the dart will be, and the dart will be around 1.5 inch, total 1.5 inch. Okay, that would be the width of the dart, and each dart has to be around 6 inches long. Okay, 6 inch long will be the length of each dart. Okay, this is the length of the dart. This will be the right. Same way I will make 2 darts on this part also. So this was one division. Now same way in this division also I will make 2 darts. Okay, exactly same way, and then we'll see the rest of it. So I have added 4 darts here. As I had told, all the darts are 1.5 inch width and 6 inches long. For you it won't be 1.5 inch, it might be different because your measurements are different. So as I said, how to figure out how much dart you have to take? You just have to subtract the hip measurement after the ease. So with the ease of 4 inch, whatever is your hip measurement, from that you subtract your actual waist length. Whatever amount you got, divide that by 4. When you divide that by 4, that will be the width of each dart. Okay, so I have put 4 darts. Why? Because then I will be getting enough space for the hips here. And now see, this is the extra part. Remember, 9.5 inch. Removing this extra part, I should have my waist of 39 inch. Okay, and half inch 39 inch, that's it. Okay, so here see, I am measuring it. So exactly it's coming to 39 inches. Okay, that is my waist size. So now my petticoat base is ready. Now we have to see how do we do the sari on this. Okay, so let's quickly see that. So you see, I have put these 4 darts here. Okay, so now this is the front part, right? So I had said it should come at least 1/4 because we start a little bit inside, and then I am wrapping this, and so this is the petticoat part. So here you see this is ending right in the center. Okay, and now you will see this is ending right at the center, and here you can see the darts are also properly there at the hip part. So this gives a lot of space for the adjusting the hip, and at the same time the waist is also maintained. Next, what we are going to do, some important things, and that is with the sari. Right now the sari width is always 44 inches, correct? So we don't want 44 inches. This sari already had fall and all done, so make sure that you're taking a sari where the fall, beading, etc. is already done. Now the width of this sari is 44 inches. We don't want this width, and my height is, I'm a little bit short person, not that heighted, right? So my sari length, as per the length that I have taken, needs to be 38 inches. Okay, maximum I can go up to 39 inches. So what I have to do is, I have to, from here, from the place where we start the sari, where we start tucking in the sari, so I have to maintain a length of 38 and a half, okay, including seam allowance of half inch. 38 and a half I am going to keep, and rest I am going to cut, not entirely. Okay, so what we will do is, you have to see the 2.5 inch. So this is where it is ending. Yeah, I had done some lace arrangement. If your sari has a lace, it will end at the right place, which is generally around 2.5 meters. Okay, so see, 2.5 meters, which includes from navel to the pallu. Okay, so till that part I will cut, so that my length that I get is 38 and a half inch. Okay, so I will cut this border along with a little bit of this, so that the length that I get is 38 and a half inch, and then we will arrange the pleats. Okay, so let me just cut it first, and then we'll see the rest of it. As you see, I have cut this border, and it is not just the border, you have to see what is the length. For some people who are tall, maybe so this is to give you an idea, this is how much I have cut. Okay, so I have cut this, and this is remaining. So now what we will be doing is, this part that is there, okay, we will stitch this with the petticoat. How do we do that? So we take the petticoat that we have stitched, right? So this is the part. You have to remember which part is going inside. So this is the part that is going inside, and you have to remember which part is overlapping. So this is the part which is going inside. So what I will be doing is, I will stitch it here, like this. Okay, here. So see, I will just stitch it here. Okay, here I will stitch, and here you see that my petticoat is only so you see my petticoat is ending here. So my petticoat, you see, the petticoat is ending here. So then what do I do? From here till the rest of the part, till this part, howsoever much is cut, all these will be made into pleats. I will form pleats, and I will fix the pleats here only, near the end of the petticoat. Okay, so this is where my petticoat is stitched till, and this much fabric I have. So this is where the petticoat is stitched till. Okay, so this much I have, and this is what I will make pleats, like how we make pleats, and I will stitch it here. Okay, this entire part will be in the form of pleats, and then we will finish this, and then we will make the belt, because belt is important, because the belt will have buckle and everything. Okay, so I'll just quickly stitch this. I'll make the pleats, and then belt is very simple belt, like the way we make belt in skirt, pants, etc. Exactly same way we will make the belt, and then we will see how the rest of the thing. Okay, I'll make the pleats also, because that is also simple. You all drape sarees, so you know it is very simple. So I'll make the pleats also, and then we'll see the rest. Next step, I draped the sari on a dummy at a waist size of my waist size, so it was pretty low for the dummy. I arranged the pleats first, and then I went on to make the pleats. Okay, so pleats is normal, so whatever extra fabric that is there between the place where the pallu starts and where the petticoat ends, so that is where I made the pleats. And next thing was to just stitch the pleats with the petticoat part. Next, I just made the belt using a belt canvas. As you can see here inside, there is a white canvas, and the process is exactly the same, the one that I have used in my course to make lehenga, the course to make pants, etc. Exactly same way I have just made the belt, and I made the belts right from the start of the petticoat till where the petticoat is ending, which is ending with the pleats. Okay, now let's look at the buckle situation. So this was extra, right? So we will leave around 9.5 inch or 10 inches, and then I will put buckles here, right? Now see, for buckle what happens is we keep it adjustable, because size of women, especially the stomach part, can change a bit because of bloating and all that. So sometimes it is more, sometimes it is less. So if we put buckles like this, then if we put buckles like this, like if we make adjustable up to 3 sizes, and if somebody is putting it here, then these will be visible. I don't want that. So for that, what I will be doing, I will not be using these. Instead, what I will be doing is I will be using this fabric, matching fabric obviously, okay, whatever was left from the border, I will be using this to make fabric eyes here, okay. So for that, what do? We cut it into a small strip of around 2.5 inch, and then we stitch it a stitch on one side so that it's double right now. And then all you need to do is turn it inside out, because now the wrong side is up, so out, that is, so we will turn it inside out. So now the right side will come on top, and once that is done, we will iron it nicely, okay. And once it is ironed, then I'll show you how to make the fabric eyes on the belt. Now that we have it ready, it is very simple. How do I use it? Now that this strip is ready, I will stitch it here. Then I will put folds like this, as you can see here, okay, and both sides will be stitched. So I can make as much as I want, so I won't make a lot because it doesn't make sense. 3 to 4 is what I will make, and I will put stitch on both the ends. So when I put stitch, so this acts like a buckle. So see, this is the hook will fit here like this, okay. The hook will fit here. For adjustable, it will fit here, so you can increase, decrease. So that is how we will be doing, and it is matching. It will mix with the main fabric. It will not be visible, okay. So that is what I am going to do. And this, where is this going to go? This I will be putting where the pleats are ending. So this is where the pleats are ending, right? So this is where the petticoat is also ending. So this is where I will be putting this buckle. Fine, the buckle will be here. So that's it. Once this is done, my ready sari will be ready, and then I'll show you the reveal. Okay, so let's time this. This is the sari, right? Saris are always a little bit tighter. And this is the pallu, right? Draping is done. Now little bit whatever is remaining is the adjustment. So I'm not a draping queen or anything, right? So you all are probably better. So in the meanwhile, let me tell you that I conduct regular webinars from time to time. You can check the link in the description box below in case you are interested in knowing about fashion design, setting up your boutique, about how to promote your boutique business, etc. So link is there in the description box below. So how many minutes is that? That's it. Draping is done. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you liked this tutorial, do hit on the like button, do comment and share and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.